We should be back. He's eating popcorn.
Yes. This episode's not brought to you by Smart Food.
That was terrible. That tastes burnt and plasticky.
I don't mind it so much.
It tastes burnt and plasticky to me. So, welcome back. We watched Discovery.
Yes, we did.
Oh.
It's so bad we had to get the snacks out for this one. Well, I had to get the snack out. And the cat agrees with us.
This episode is insufferable. It's like they don't understand how anything works. Ever. Even about it. The Ghostbusters was better with science.
Even on their own show, they don't understand.
Oh, they're not consistent within their own universe. They don't understand. Like,
okay, well, okay. Apparently,
you put the popcorn down.
Yeah, I'm gonna put the popcorn down. Now I have to focus.
We gotta focus.
Okay, so
we all like science.
So what happens is there's the recap of season 3. Mm-hmm. It all blends together. It's so horrible.
Oh, and which is like the burn, and hey, remember the burn? And
remember the burn? Like the kid, and the guy who was really upset because he lost his mom, and he started the burn, and
that Saru, because they all look like
and so Michael Burnham fixes everything again. That's what we're gonna call this. Mikey fixes everything. That's what we call it. So
and she's insufferable, and she's disrespectful.
She's disrespectful.
Still.
She doesn't. I don't play by the rules, but I'm always right. That's. So anyway, there's a whole thing about they go to some planet.
Explain it in order because I started playing Pokemon halfway through.
Okay, they go to this planet. They solve the burn, yada yada. They go to this planet with a bunch of white-skinned dudes on it.
Oh yeah, who the crap are these butterfly guys?
Butterfly people.
Oh, and then it turns into lower decks for a minute, and that's when my brain just stopped because they start going on. Oh, these butterfly dudes are attacking us. Then they bring the damn cat down to the planet, just like Archer did with the dog, which they knew not to do because if the bitch had gone to Starfleet, maybe they would. Oh no. So because she didn't go to Starfleet Academy,
it's essentially the same scene from the opening of Into Darkness. Or they're running and the guys are chasing them and they have to jump off a cliff.
I don't remember. I didn't watch that one because I knew it was.
Be glad you didn't.
It's not Star Trek. It's JJ Trek.
It was written by Alex Kurtzman. Who this
was written by Alex Kurtzman. So they got the butterfly. It turns into literal lower decks.
Yeah.
Because they're basically. What the crap what were they saying when they're getting chased? It says chase, pew, pew.
Chase, pew, pew, and
we don't care about
the satellites are offline, and
we don't care about respecting you guys. Well, didn't you look up our rules? You brought a carnivorous life form to this planet, and you lied to us. Yes, I did, because I'm Michael Burnham, and I can do whatever I want, because I do what I want. I'm Michael Burnham.
Was that a commentary on veganism? Probably.
I think it was a commentary on stupidity. It's like they saw the dumbest episode of Enterprise, or one of the dumbest episodes of Enterprise, that has universally been panned. Remember, he brings his dog down to the planet?
The dog takes a whiz on the tree.
It just makes my brain... It's infuriating they do repeat the same mistake that Archer made.
So they get chased by butterfly people, and they figure out the satellites, and they get, oh great, we fixed the satellites, now they can shoot at us more accurately. Great. And so they jump off the cliff, and Book guy? The librarian?
Bud. He's Bud? Is he Bud?
Whatever his name is.
I don't fucking care.
So it turns out he's got the ship there, and he's got the thing, and then they get chased, and then they send him to dilithium anyway, because we are Starfleet, no strings attached. And
here's our dilithium and no strings attached.
And I'm Michael Burnham, because I
did the right thing, and look how awesome I am.
Yeah. And so then there's the opening credits.
24 producers!
There's 24 producers on this show, including Sinequa Martin Green. So she's getting a piece off the back end of this deal. And there's a lot of people obviously trying to pad their industry
their
credits.
Resumes, yeah.
Yeah, industry credits on this.
Everybody's a producer now.
I think you're a producer on this, aren't you?
Well, no, I'm a shareholder in Paramount, Viacom, CBS.
The cat is a producer on this now.
The cat's a producer.
Why did you name the cat Grudge? I don't
know.
Grudge. It's
because it's grungy looking, I guess. I don't know.
It's a dumb name for a cat.
And it's a grungy looking cat. It looks mangy. It looks like it needs to be brushed.
Probably a Maine Coon, but anyway.
It's not even cute.
So anyway, it turns out there's a there's a big deal about this is the Starfleet Academy's reopening, and we owe everything to you, Michael Burnham, because you're so awesome and you're great, and you saved everybody. And now there's 59 members of Starfleet Academy, and it's not Starfleet Academy, the Federation now, and there was 38, and we no longer have to hide. I'm like, yeah, you should be hiding because this is shameful.
It's an embarrassment. The whole show is an embarrassment.
Michael Burnham, Mikey Spock, I should gotta keep it down. Mikey Spock, who never went to Starfleet Academy, mind you, is helping to induct the newest class of cadets into Starfleet.
Oh, you guys are going to be so amazing, and I know you're going to be so amazing because I'm Michael Burnham and I'm the bestest ever. And even though I went to the Vulcan Science Academy instead of Starfleet Academy,
and only got a position because her dad was the ambassador.
Yeah, her adopted dad, not even her stepdad. But of course, Alex Kurtzman's so dumb he doesn't know the difference between adopted and step.
For God's sake. So anyway, they induct these people into the Starfleet Academy, and turns out there's a new president of the Federation. There's some Rilak or whatever.
Yeah, she's like a cross between a Cardassian and a human and a Bajoran and a...
She's a Hudassian. So anyway, there's a new president of the Federation, and she says, "Oh, I want to tag along with you on your mission." Oh,
and thank you so much, calling you in for the super chat for the last stream. I did see it, so thank you. I really appreciate it.
Huge ass.
The super chats don't add to these because Streamlabs is a butthole. So
yeah, she's RSO Media. You're right. She's a huge ass. So anyway, so I'm coming along with you, and yada yada, and. Turns out that there's some sort of...
Oh, yeah, she wants to come along on the mission with Michael Burnham because
she's so awesome.
No, because I think she wants to keep an eye on Michael Burnham and see how she does it, because this is the new president of the galaxy or something, or Starfleet, right? Yeah. Or the Federation. Yeah. And Michael Burnham automatically has a problem with her because she has a problem with any woman being smarter than her. She has a problem with authority figures. She has a problem with, which is why she shouldn't be a goddamn captain if she has a problem with authority figures like that. And that's one good thing that happens is Michael Burnham is this first off, she's this disrespectful C word for the entire thing to this president. But then the president dresses her down and says, look, you're too reckless and you're putting your lives of the crew at risk because you sociopathically need to save absolutely everybody.
Which is the right thing to say to her.
Yeah. Oh, and thank you so much for your pain and suffering from STD. Thank you so much, Captain MKG. I really appreciate it.
Here it comes.
Boom. I gotta set up the cup better, but we're on the dual screen.
So.
Thank you.
So anyway.
How's Tilly doing? Tilly.
Oh my God, Tilly looks horrible.
She must just she. So I I learned to bake during 2020's lockdown, but then I realized that I was eating what I was baking, so I decided to play Pokemon to try and, go back to where I was before lockdown.
I took up rollerblading.
Yeah.
Again.
She didn't, and hopefully she's okay, and hopefully she's happy, so.
Well.
Good on her, and we don't want to body shame her, but it's noticeable.
Tilly, I worry for you, Tilly. Okay. But anyway, so what...
and they got the gays segregated again. You got Anthony Rapp and they, them, with they, them.
He's stuck down in engineering stuff. As somebody I know he calls him Gay Scotty.
Gay Scotty.
So anyway, they go to some kind of star base that's got a distress signal out, and it's tumbling through space, and it needs the Q nodes and whatever the Q nodes are.
I don't know. Oh, and there's all kinds of this made up gibberish of like the squiddly doos or some dumb shit.
It's squiddled.
It's a squiddled.
Just say they're damaged beyond repair. Don't try to be cute.
They crammed like 4 episodes into this too, because they're going off on some mission where they have to send them along on the mission to prove that they're worthy. And that kid is okay at acting.
How sad is it we call it they them though?
I don't want to be disrespectful. I don't want to accidentally say she and then get canceled.
Should I start drinking?
Yes, drink that.
I mean, I'm gonna start drinking because I might make the.
That's awful, though. That's peanut butter. Here, this one's better. Here's rum.
Rum? I'm not a big rum guy.
Oh, there's tequila in the kitchen.
Okay. There's also my Jameson.
Yeah, drink your Jameson.
Don't try this at home, kids. We're talking about watching Discovery.
Yeah, so. Don't watch Discovery.
That's not much better. So anyway,
from the Power of Math clip to Nazareth. Well, from the clip where Michael Burnham was body shaming her and telling her to eat lycopene and wraps and stuff.
Hey, listen, I love wraps, okay, but you know what? Shut up. That's all I have to say. So anyway, turns out that the thing is the space station is all buggered up, and they have to beam over, and apparently they forgot how beaming works, because we have to match the rotation of the angle of the space station to beam up. Like no you don't, because there is no up or down in space. This was. Do you remember what was that? There was the episode Animal Instincts of TNG where everybody was reverting back to the primordial. Yeah, and that was actually the Enterprise was rotating on an axis, and they didn't have to match the rotation. It's not that I remember. And so they beam over, and it turns out
why is the Saru captain? Well, he went off to the planet to go babysit the kid who did the burn. You know, the kid who was so weird that they needed to put everybody in different makeups so that he wouldn't be afraid, even though Saru was one of his own species. Yeah. And
I think he'd want to see somebody from his own species, but no.
I don't know.
So anyway, it turns out those people are living together with the ones who wanted to eat them, because that's exactly what you want. You want the people who once hunted and killed and consumed your species. And you want to live in total peace with them. Yeah, you're not going to be resentful at all of the centuries of subjugation.
It's just ridiculous. It's like they forgot. Like, well, let's get back to this with the beaming stuff.
Yeah.
They had to beam and match from this and this. Did they forget that they could just site to site transport from wherever?
Yeah, they did.
Because that's what happened last season when they got to the 20 whatevers, when they got 900 years into the future. They had the one lizard guy who spit on everybody in the elevator that time. Yeah, they had him just popping in on random scenes because he didn't know how to beam in. So they don't even pay attention to their own internal continuity, these people.
They don't.
And it's like, I had to tweet out today, it's like, is Michelle Paradise and Alex Kurtzman, are they like on the spectrum? And I'm not allowed to pick on this show because of the way it's defended, because there's certain things that are just so anti-scientific and they don't make sense in reality. And they don't make sense with anything. Like what was the thing you were looking up with the methane? This is when I tuned out with Pokemon.
Apparently,
Pokemon.
Well, we'll get to that. But they beam over to this space station, and this guy is having a fit. He's going totally aggro on them, and it turns out this episode was I swore it was written by Lionel Richie, because everybody is dancing on the ceiling. I'm like, why are you people walking on the ceiling?
It's so that the director could do all of his fancy little shots of everything is like the moving, rotating camera and the sea, like everything is just seasick cam.
Whoa! Don't do that. Hey, let's not.
I know. Well, we had to sit through 2 hours of Discovery with that.
Well, it's 50 minutes, but it says.
It felt like 2 hours. It felt like 2 hours.
Okay, so
it's 53 minutes long without commercials.
So they're dancing on the ceiling, and oh, what a feeling, dancing on the ceiling. And it turns out I almost called the Enterprise, but I don't want to insult the
real Star Trek.
Real Star Trek like that. Turns out the STD is being hit by frozen methane.
So like a comet or something when they have
just chunks of frozen methane for no freaking reason.
So they have shields and it can just pop it, like it's frozen, it's ice.
Essentially it's ice.
That's what the deflector is there for, right? To kind of deflect little particles because as we've established, Stargate Atlantis actually did this really well too, where you'd have one little teeny tiny asteroid, like one little teeny one, which is enough to and it's traveling so fast it basically tears into the spacesuit and it shoots him like a bullet. That happened to Zelenka. You would love Stargate Atlantis. Oh my god, I've been wanting to watch Stargate Atlantis again because.
So what happens is they get shields up, and then Mikey Spock has to go out and in a pod and fix something.
Is Baby Yoda's pod?
No, because she's apparently the only person who can do it,
and even the president says, like, "Are you sure you want to be doing this? Well, are you relieving me? Are you questioning my command?
Are you taking me out of the chair? Are you taking me out of the chair?
What a snotty bitch.
Are you taking me out of the chair? Oh, just say it right now. Are you taking me out of the chair? Oh no.
I just want to smack her. Yeah. You're relieved. You're disrespectful, and you're just yeah.
I find finally somebody who stands up to her though.
Yeah, and she even tells her off. She's like, "Yeah, you're reckless, and you're insane.
You're a sociopath. You're insane. Yeah, you put everybody's lives at risk. Oh, but I'm getting things done. I have to. No, shut up. Just like somebody just tell her to shut up. I just want. Can I please write an episode of this thing? Because I will. What was it say?
Somebody needs to point out the navigational deflector dish in the front of the secondary hall. Mm-hmm.
They don't know the difference between shields and the deflector dish.
No, they don't. That's the thing. Well, these are the same people. If you probably asked them, like what kind of, like, what's their favorite operating system, they probably say Chrome or something. Not understanding, thinking it's a browser. They probably don't know the difference between their operating system and their web browser.
What's your favorite operating system? PlayStation. So anyway, okay, they're being hit by frozen methane. Now, I did the math on this. Interstellar space is at a temperature of minus 270 degrees.
It's absolute zero, pretty much.
Celsius. Absolute zero is 273 degrees absolute Celsius.
Yeah. Might as well be.
Might as well be. That is the point where all molecular vibration stops. Methane freezes at 182 degrees below 0 Celsius. Methane would not explode like that in space unless it was subjected to a heat source, and then it would have to be rapidly heated. At least that's my understanding. Mm-hmm. So it would just break apart, or it would just as the scientific term is, sublimate, which is break into smaller pieces. It wouldn't do that. I mean, this is.
They have a science expert on the show.
Do they?
She's a purple hair with tattoos. We saw her at Star Trek Las Vegas.
Epstein's Ghost. How you doing?
Oh, thank you so much, Epstein's Ghost. I'm sorry, but I'll stick with OG Star Trek. Woke free, cheesy, but good. Yeah, and TNG is just good for my philosophical stuff too. I like TNG a lot.
But there's these apparently frozen methane's enough to take down a starship. Really? That travels through space?
Yeah, you also need an oxygen source. See, that's the thing. You need an oxygen source to ignite the methane in the first place.
Well, these are people that think sonar in space is a thing. Pull something out of your ass. I don't care. Just.
Well, they also think that you have programmable matter now is the new thing.
Oh, programmable matter. Yeah, send pockets of programmable matter. I'm like, which is essentially just a walking Deus Ex Machina. It just does whatever you need it to do. You write yourself into a jam. Hey, programmable matter. And the whole thing is like, and so okay, so the guy on the space station, the guy's head of the space station, of course, the only white guy there, he's gonna try to, he's gonna suicide mission these guys, and he's gonna kamikaze these guys out into space, and so they have to convince him not to. So Mikey Spock's out in the thing, and her pod gets hit by an asteroid or something.
Oh, and then she's sitting there for way
unconscious for what feels like 5 minutes, and exposed to the
atmosphere, and then her shield kicks in.
Hard vacuum of space.
I'm like, oh, good, die. Is she gonna die? Is she gonna freeze her eyeballs? Her eyeballs would have frozen by the time, all the time it took for her exposed to space. Yeah. Her eyeballs would have been frozen. She probably would have died. All of the veins and arteries and stuff would have
the
probably
oxygen
popped.
Would have been sucked out of her blood. Mm-hmm. That's how hard that's what happens in space. At most you can, and I've actually read up on this, the most you can survive in space is for about 90 seconds.
Yeah.
That's it. So, okay, but
she seemed like it felt like about that, but then her shield pops on and then she's just fine.
You saw 2001, right?
Yeah. Oh god, it's been a long time.
There's a scene where Keir Dalia has to go out of the pod, open pod bay doors, and he has to go out without a helmet on. Mm. I mean, even that is a stretch.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the Event Horizon didn't that have the guy out in space for about a minute?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but anyway,
What are the phasers on the uniform? Not very professional in a diplomatic mission. Ugh. Well, that guy had one too, didn't he?
yeah, that guy had he just put his hand out and pew. Oh, look, I'm going to put my pew pew out. So
Anyone else remember an Archer gets blown out of the shaft and is beamed up at the same time? He's still in frost, literally. Yeah. I mean, and they didn't even try and beam her out of that. They just let her. Oh, she'll have her little Spider-Man suit
Mikey,
pop
are you
on.
okay? Are you okay? Are you okay, Mikey? Mikey, say something, Mikey. And then it turns into another scene from Into Darkness. They're ripping off their own. Alex Kurtz is ripping off his own thing. Okay,
His own shit.
he's ripping off his own thing. So anyway, she fixes the thing, like only Mikey Spock can. And the guy head of space station dies, and of course, because he's the only white guy there. And so Mikey Spock saves the day, but she gets a dressing down from the lady, from the Hujassian.
Yes. That was funny. That was actually pretty funny. I liked that.
You're reckless. Something happened to you, and you have a sociopathic need to save everybody. Yes, because I'm Mikey Spock. Because I'm the bestest ever, and because I'm going to talk in a very serious manner, and you're going to tell me. Oh, I suppose you're going to tell me when anyway. And I'm Mikey Spock. And it turns out that they're trying to work on another spore drive, and she's evaluating captains. Like, yeah, there's better ways to do it. You can look at their record.
Well, I think she already had her mind made up about Michael Burnham. I don't think Michael Burnham should be captain, though. They shouldn't have made her captain.
No.
But Saru recommended her to Admiral Magi from The Mummy. I don't remember that guy.
You could recommend him, but you can still say,
you just don't have the Admiral should have taken command.
Yeah.
I think he should have said, you know what? Until you guys, he should have sent them all back to Starfleet because they had about 1,000 years of catching up to do. Tilly even says, she's like, yeah, I can do it, but Adira can do this thing a lot quicker because they've grown up on the technology.
Yeah.
So they're all obsolete. They're all a bunch of boomers walking around now not knowing shit about shit.
And the thing about the Admiral, and the thing about the President, how many times have I said, Mikey Spock... If Mikey Spock was on the Voyager, actually they do make a Voyager reference to this, but screw you, that's a cheap ploy. But how many times have I said if Mikey Spock were either on the Voyager or on the bridge of Picard's Enterprise, or even just on any other ship, how many times would Janeway have said, says, as soon as she countermanded,
my ready room now,
Burnham, my ready room now.
Oh, Janeway.
And Janeway would have said, I appreciate the opinion. I wouldn't be a good captain if I didn't value the opinions of my senior officers. I count on them. But if you ever undermine my authority on my bridge again, I will not hesitate to throw you in the brig. Do I make myself clear? Janeway was a hard ass. Mm-hmm. And she had a tight ass, too. So.
She had to be a hard ass.
But
she had to be, because she
threw Tom Paris in the brig.
Yeah, and he deserved it.
He deserved it. I don't care. She said, yeah, you were right. And I know what? I don't care that you were right. You disobeyed my order.
Yeah.
You will not disobey my orders ever again.
Exactly.
And you are demoted.
Exactly. Well, same thing with Cisco. He was a hard ass, too. You got to catch up on Deep Space Nine. It was really good.
Chopper Dave, Janeway would have suplexed that poser to the kid.
Neelix, right?
Kids are in Neelix. Like I said, listen, and could you imagine what Picard would have said? Picard would have said, put him my ready room. He would have said the exact same thing.
How many times did he get into it with Ensign Rowe?
Oh my God. Yeah. You will follow orders on the ship. Is that clear? Do I make myself clear? That is no excuse for you to...
She would have never gotten captain with all the time she disobeyed orders.
No, she'd be in prison. You know how many times she'd be demoted for insubordination?
Yeah. They would have thrown her on. They should demote her now. They should say, you know what? You're too disrespectful as a captain. Then the president would have gone over to the admiral and they would have worked something out to kick her off the thing.
Archer?
Epstein's Ghost, thank you so much for the super chat. Rob is on a roll.
Archer?
I want more
Kirk?
Well, Archer
Cisco?
was kind of... Cisco would have...
Oh my God, Cisco would have reamed her a new... Oh my God, Cisco!
Cisco with Worf, what he did with Worf, when Worf saved Jadzia's life. He said, yes, you made the right call, but you also disobeyed a direct order, and it's going to cost you your command. And I would have done the exact same thing. And it's just bad for you. That's the thing, because Jadzia ordered Worf to leave her, I think, because she outranked him just a little bit.
I realize you saved Jazia's life, but you also just disobeyed a direct command. Mike, Burnham, And he goes, I don't care how many lives you saved. You disobeyed him. Yeah, I don't care how many lives. That's exactly what Picard would have said. Yes, you did save lives, but you disobeyed a direct order. I can't have people undermining my authority on this ship. Otherwise, order breaks down. Do I make myself clear? That's the part. That's the thing. Listen, if she gets away with doing whatever the hell she wants, that means order breaks down, discipline breaks down, nobody does their job. Because you have a bunch of knuckleheads running around with no command structure, no discipline, nothing. And everybody has to be...
Everybody has to be right, and everybody has to be...
Everybody in this universe has to be right. And you know what? Like I said, the whole premise of Starfleet is a military, or it has a military hierarchy. And if people just start disobeying orders, then you know what? Then screw it. And you can't... The guy who's way down here depends on the guy who's on this deck to follow orders. If this guy on this deck doesn't follow orders, then this guy dies, or worse. I mean, that's how it works. You depend on everybody in the chain of command to do their job.
Yeah.
And to do it to the best of their ability. And the captain is there not to do what's best for one person, but to do best for everybody.
No, it's just to do what's best for the ship, not even the crew. Like, the crew is like, no, you keep the ship intact first.
You keep the ship. Well, without the ship, everybody dies.
Exactly.
But it's just amazing. I'm like, it's just nobody. I
think they're banging again because you're loud again.
Nobody on this show, nobody writing this show, nobody working on the show has any military knowledge or experience. And there are people in Hollywood you can hire for advisors, to be military advisors. People that would say...
They had them on Stargate.
Everybody working on the original Star Trek series was in the military. Gene Roddenberry was in the U.S. Army Air Corps. I mean, yeah, I think Gene L. Kuhn was in the Navy. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong on that.
Well, and they don't... And these kids are just modern-day millennials who think they know everything about everything. Who are right? I mean, that's kind of who's writing the show, and I even think Alex Kurtzman and Michelle Paradise are probably older than me, but they're acting like a bunch of teenagers.
Kurtzman's a few years younger than I am. Michelle Paradise is about a few years younger, is about that age. But
Techie Mantis, thank you so much for the super chat. What about when Sisko gave Worf a new one when he shot the passenger ship in battle? Picard, Sisko, and Janeway smacked sense into Burnham, right?
Everybody sings how great Michael Burnham is. Oh, she's so great. What has she done? What time we got here?
We got about 15 more minutes or so.
But, so anyway, there's this whole thing about Book's plan has been destroyed.
Oh, and that was the other thing. They set up Book to have this thing with his nephew that looks nothing like him, or the brother, and the brother doesn't look anything like him. So he's got his nephew kid, and they go to this tree, and they put the blood and the sap in the tree, and yada yada yada.
So this whole I hate this whole spirit warrior thing.
It's too fantasy. I just hate fantasy shit like that, and it's not Star Trek-y at all. So good news. The whole planet gets blown up, and I'm like, yay, they're all dead. I don't care.
We're having another universe-breaking event.
Good. Hopefully, it'll destroy the damn universe. We just need the guy with the giant head from the last show from Lower Decks to go and chomp the ship.
And like I said, Red Letter Media actually...
Who's Book? I don't know. Some guy that she picked up in the future.
The black guy that Michael Burnham has to hook up with.
Because she can't have like an interracial relationship. So
she tried with the other dude. Yeah. What's his name? Kovac.
The Klingon.
Whatever it is. Kovacs. Right?
The Klingon.
Coaxial cable.
You're subscribing.
Super channel, awesome time.
Thank you.
But the whole problem is that, like I said, you have people... I mean, the whole show adheres to this mantra that a lot of really bad writers believe in. These are fictional characters. You can do whatever you want. No, you can't. You have a world with established rules. One of those established rules is Starfleet is a military organization. There is a chain of command. People follow orders. You just don't go and willy-nilly and you just do whatever the hell you want just because bad things happen. You don't go and... Programmable matter is not a thing. Okay? Replicators are a thing. Okay? Which you have protein packs, you have amino acids, whatever, that are loaded into the replicator.
Yeah.
Carbon carbon-based, whatever matter is loaded into the replicator, and then the computer rearranges the molecules to come up with a chicken sandwich. Like, remember remember that time, this is my chicken sandwich?
Yeah.
I mean, but what do you expect? You're writing for, and Robert Burnett said, the people writing this are writing for 6-year-olds, and the irony is that I was watching Star Trek at the age of 4.
I was watching when I was 7 when Voyage Home came out. That's what got me into it. Was Voyage Home. It was funny and it was Star Trek. I liked it.
Was Academy of Science Fiction has to follow rules. Trek is a subgenre of its own and has strict rules. Yeah, well, apparently, like they said,
they don't care anymore. They just don't care anymore.
All bets are off to them.
They're using like literal magic and
magic. Yeah, they're using magic.
Well, they have been since the paint. Remember the recording paint from that they had in it was the Dead Baby Head episode.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. They had paint that could record somehow magically. How does it transmit? Does it have like some sort of an electromagnetic?
Pull something out of your ass.
Give me an explanation of how, because that's how I am Star Trek. This is why Ghostbusters Afterlife is so much better on science than Star Trek.
Pull something out of your ass
because it's real.
Magnetic. It's laced with ions that can transmit to a computer base, explain it somehow.
See, when you give me a PKE meter, I know it's a psychokinetic energy meter. It's going to show me psychokinetic energy in a way I can visualize, and I'm sure it's using electromagnetic frequencies, and I'm sure it's using all kinds of modern day ghost hunting sort of things as well in there. And they're staying true to the sense that psychokinetic energy is going to be something that moves on its own, or telekinetic energy, that sort of stuff. Like Colin Ewan, thank you so much for the super chat. Watching STD, both of you need hugs and hogging us for your brave sacrifice. We are greatly honored at watching this direct that we don't have to. Thank you. Oh, well. It's so hard to even pay attention to. We
fell out of the lower stacks after what?
Oh, I only watched one. Yeah, I couldn't watch. I couldn't watch more than one.
It's so bad. It is abysmal. And people think this Prodigy thing is good. Well, but it's a kid's series. Like, yeah,
I couldn't watch it. I can't let it ruin it for me.
It still has to be good.
It's the best one because it has a cute little blob that purrs, and I don't want to ruin it by watching the show.
Well, like I said, the irony is that people say this is, like I said, as Rob Meyer Burnett said, this is the most dunderheaded written Star Trek show.
It's Star Trek for people who don't like Star Trek.
And Alex Kurtzman, Jenny Lumet, and Michelle Paradise are in the writer's room, and they're bouncing. What if we have? What if we do this thing? And they're looking at each other like, yeah, like, now that's some.
And
good.
I would look at them like, are you special? Do you need a helmet to get through life? Are these people who can't find their way to work?
They can't find their way to the bathroom. Mock Trek.
Why can't we all just watch the reruns of the Star Trek the animated series? I mean, it's better.
That is the one I've watched the least because it was just so hard to find when I was a kid.
I've got it on DVD.
Well, we've also got it. It's also online too. So
Oh yeah.
But I've watched that the least just because it was just so difficult to find. And in the 80s, it was on occasionally on Nickelodeon.
Yeah, it was hard to watch back then in reruns.
Yeah, you couldn't find it. It was never never enough episodes to be in syndication.
Yeah.
But the other thing is that, like I said, so they're setting up another universe-breaking event.
Good.
And as
Good Riddance Universe. Yeah, Good Riddance Universe. How about that?
Yeah. I keep coming back to Red Letter Media, but so many things they say are correct in that if you go too big on the stakes, ultimately you burn the audience out. Mm-hmm. Oh, another universe-breaking event? Oh, come on. What is it now? And eventually it's just like whatever villain of the week, not villain of the week. Villain of the week is actually not a bad.
A villain of the week is more interesting because then you get to kind of know, and you get some of these smaller, like the Harry Mudd episodes were better in season 1. Like Star Trek was better. Like I hate saying it, Discovery was less bad in season 1.
It wasn't bad. It was less bad.
Yeah, I hate using the word bad. It was less bad in season 1 when we did have some smaller episodes, and we did have because now they're just trying to make movies.
Yeah, well, they don't. They think, oh well, it has to have a central story arc. No, it doesn't.
Oh, we're gonna do episodic back on Strange New Worlds. Yeah, you're basing
No, you're
Strange
not.
New Worlds off of an unwatchable pilot
Yeah.
that nobody liked. That wasn't good enough to air in the 60s.
I don't consider The Cage. See, that's the thing. I don't consider The Cage to
Watchable.
be.
I don't consider it watchable.
I don't consider it to be the pilot.
Mm-mm.
Where No Man Has Gone Before, with the Gary Mitchell episode. That to me is the pilot. And that is the pilot, actually. Because, like I said, it was rejected by NBC. Said, no, go back, do it again. Mm-hmm. Get rid of everybody. Except Leonard Nimoy.
Pointy-eared alien. And he didn't know. Oh, well, he laughed at The Cage. Yeah, but The Cage wasn't even... It was thrown out. Like, The Cage was their first draft. The Cage...
Yeah, it was literally the first draft. I just, like I said, I just don't understand how it could be this bad. I really don't. It is the dumbest show on television. It quite literally
Ghostbusters
is.
Afterlife had cute little science jokes. You know, she had a geometry joke. It wasn't talking down to me. I didn't feel like...
You didn't feel dumb.
I didn't feel like they were dumb writing it.
You didn't feel insulted.
I didn't feel like they were dumb. And that was one thing I always liked about Ghostbusters, too, is that I never felt like they were dumb writing it.
But that's the other thing.
I feel like these people are, like literally, like, I tweeted out, literally, are they on the spectrum? I feel like these people, and I don't want to be insulting if they are. This is why I need to know, are they on the spectrum? Because if they are not, then this is the dumbest shit I've ever seen.
It is.
But this is
dumb.
like, I'm questioning, literally, if these people are actually autistic who are writing this right now.
Yeah, let's see if we can get the 50 likes, people, okay?
Yeah, let's get to 50 likes. We got 58 people watching.
And
no thumbs down even. So nobody, like,
That's
the only
good.
people who actually want to be here are here. No randos. No random trolls.
But like I said, you feel like... I feel dumber for having watched Discovery. I really do. I mean, that's part of it. I mean, this makes me ashamed to be a fan of Star Trek.
Yeah. The cat can write better stuff. You want cat cam? You want to see a cat reveal? Go get the cat.
Oh, he won't like me picking him up.
He doesn't like you picking him up? Oh, he likes me. I'll pick him up then if you don't want to.
Yeah, well... But the whole... I it's like, I'm not even interested in what's going to happen next week.
No.
Like, oh, yeah, the guy's whole planet was destroyed. And I was like, so?
I don't care. I don't care about him or
well.
his... It's like I really care about him or his whiny little kid. Like, okay, he's got this British accent. He can barely speak. He's such a thick British accent,
Yeah.
and then his buddy has such a thick whatever other accent he's putting on, and then the kid's got a third accent, and he can't understand him. He's like, he reminds me of the little French girl in the No Time to Die thing.
They do.
At least he's dead.
They do make a joke about ticking boxes. They do make a reference about ticking. Oh, you're here to take a box? Well, that's all the show's done is tick a box, and they're using people's names more. I noticed they're using people's actual names. Whatever.
Detmer and
Mrs. T.
Yeah, I don't remember what her name is.
I thought they were. There's a new guy. There's actually a new guy. Maybe he was talking to LeBron, Kid and Play, whatever. Maurice Day was.
Morris Day. I don't
Morris
remember.
Day.
I don't remember.
Well, I call him Morris Day because he looks like Morris Day. He's got the mustache. He's got the flat top haircut.
Is he gonna start singing Jungle Love?
Probably OEO. I mean, but that's all I can. Yeah, listen, there's this. Okay, so we have.
I have autism. We have a free pass to question that because I don't want to be insulting if they actually do. Because if they can't do better, then I need to move on and be like. Because I don't want to be kicking the special kid. That's the thing, and it feels really like I'm kicking the special kid here, and I don't want to kick the special kid.
It feels like you're playing chess against a 2-year-old.
Yeah,
I hate saying that.
it feels like you're playing checkers with a toddler.
Everybody is. Boy, the same Star Trek now, but this is it's not going away. That's the problem.
Rob, do you not like kitties? That's your cat.
Yeah, he's my buddy. That's my buddy. Just like you said, he doesn't. I don't think he's crazy about me picking him up though. He's not. Well,
I don't think he ever really got picked up. My mom couldn't pick him up.
Well, yeah,
so that's
your
her
mom
cat.
had trouble, but you're bending down. And a lot of those older people.
And
too.
speaking of all the trouble she had bending down, she also couldn't throw anything away. Apparently, we got a dumpster finally, but it's gonna take us more than a couple of weeks to clean everything out. Still,
yeah,
so we're gonna probably have to do another month of lot rent. And I don't think she got her Social Security check because of passing away in October. So I don't know.
But
we're still waiting on the certificates and everything. And
we're probably going to check on those tomorrow.
Yeah, so if anybody wants to help contribute.
Talk about a long road.
Oh, it's a lot of work, and we want to make sure it's cleaned out. And I want to get an estate sale to get rid of like the stuff I just can't take. And I'm still fine. I found my grandmother's yearbook
That was a trip,
that I
yeah.
didn't know was there. I didn't know my mom had.
That was a trip. Yeah, that was actually
from 1941 when she graduated high school.
Yeah.
And they told her, I want to see you go to college.
Yeah.
Because my grandmother had skipped a couple of grades. See, I think this is why it's so insulting seeing Star Trek bad, because I'm used to people not being stupid.
Well, think about it though. I mean, that's June of 1941. We weren't in the war yet.
Yeah.
I mean, we're just coming out of the Great Depression.
Yeah. Post-Depression, pre-war.
Post-Depression, pre-war. There's that weird kind of area.
Call Social Security. Yeah, they didn't answer us. But survivor benefits. I don't even know if I can qualify. That's the other thing.
You might.
For what?
Survivor benefits being the only. There he is.
Hi. Come here.
Go Mo Ranger.
You want to get him? Here.
Come here, buddy. Come here. Come on.
Hi. Do you want to be picked up?
He's a little skittish. Come on. You made a whoof.
You made a hoof noise. Come here.
Here he comes. Here he comes.
Time capsule, lovely kid. It's neat. It was neat.
Yeah. I like seeing old yearbooks.
My grandma still keeps the family history book that documents the family members from easily up to 175 years ago. I've neglected to read it through it so far. See, I found stuff like, apparently my mom and aunt did some recital, or they were musical guests for Nancy Walker. Like Rhoda's mom. Like, well, we're related to her, so.
He's a little. Yeah, he doesn't want to be picked
up.
Oh,
he didn't want to be picked up. All right.
But, yeah, apparently we found a picture of.
Hello, David
who
Morris.
was your uncle in the band?
Oh, yeah, my uncle's in the band. Well, I've seen that picture my whole life. I knew about that one. Yeah, my uncles. I had my one played bass and the other played guitar. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, like my whole family. Was your family musical?
Well, just my brother Dino.
Just your brother.
Just my brother Dino.
Because see, for me, it was all the way back.
My father played mandolin a little bit. My brother Dino played guitar. My brother Dave played a little bit of guitar, but he sang in the band and not very well apparently. And I took 3 years worth of guitar lessons. Mm-hmm. You know, did the whole working a crappy job, bagging groceries or whatever. You know, work at a local store to pay for them. You know, for pennies, and spent all my time and money to practicing and doing guitar stuff. And when I'm in my late teens. That was actually, I tell people all the time, learn an instrument. I mean, if you have kids, get them to learn it. It'll pay for them down the road.
We found cassettes of my mom's old songs that she wrote when she was, in her 20s, probably 20s and 30s, too. And like, I don't even have cassettes of songs I wrote in the 90s.
Captain April. Yes, I've seen it. Oh my God, I'm looking forward to that immensely.
Oh, the Beatles thing?
The Peter Jackson. He made a beat.
There's a tail.
Where? Oh, there he is.
See if I can.
Yeah, see if you can. There, see?
Oh, there he is. He's
fat.
He's fat.
Camera shot. He's a little chubby.
Hey, you. Hi. Do come say hi?
His name's Naranja, which is Spanish for orange.
Apparently.
But I've been calling him Mo Ranja.
He's so fat.
Like he's gonna squirm.
He's so fat.
Come on, buddy. Come on. It's okay. Come on. It's okay.
Oh, you just went down.
Down.
Okay, down. Okay. Can you appraise a yearbook? I'm not selling it.
No, the yearbook's not really worth.
No, it's sentimental. I mean, it's got pictures of I didn't know she was in volleyball. I didn't know she had friends saying, "Hey, I hope you go to college." In 1941, to have a woman, to have people say you should go to college, that's pretty important. Epstein's Ghost, thank you so much for the super chat. Here at Mecha for hours of entertainment. Better than watching Don Lemon, even though he reminds me of my Uncle Earl. Oh, thank you. Oh, Don Lemon's a trip.
The thing is not registering.
Thank you. Well, this one only the cash one does. Yeah, only the
Streamlabs
does.
Okay.
Are you holding a monarch hostage? Wagyu says.
Oh, who?
Oh, the monarch. Remember, they're the butterfly people. Are you holding a butterfly hostage? Stupid.
God, nothing on the show makes sense.
It was dumb.
There's an interview clip. Peter Jackson explains how technology for his World War I film was used to make the Beatles footage look like it was shot last. Oh God!
They were something the tapes. Oh, the cassettes of my mom singing her songs. They weren't good though. I remember they weren't good when I was a kid.
Captain April. I always say I love the Beatles sometimes more than life itself. I mean, and
I remember my mom singing "Yellow Submarine" more than her own songs do.
Like I said, I have. Like I said, the Gretsch I'm parting with. But so that's I don't, because if I'm gonna buy another Gretsch, it'll be a black one like George had. But
just get an SG. You want an
yeah,
SG?
an SG. Like,
see, that's like me. It's like I was thinking like
George.
get a flying V or something. But
yeah, I'll get an SG. I'll get an SG at some point like George had. Not with the Vibrola because that's a lot. That's $2,000. But yeah, I'll get it. Beatles are better. Stones are better than the Beatles. Boom! I said, okay, you're allowed to think that. That's fine.
I think some of their songs were. I'm more of a Stones fan than a Beatles fan.
Brands like Trek are being butchered in the mad pursuit of new streaming services, desperately needing one. Well, the thing is, they think this is what audiences want now, and it's not. The audience they try to court is not going to show up. They think that
he wants his dinner.
They think that the people who stand in line overnight for iPhones, waiting overnight for iPhones, who
Thanks for being here, Captain MKG. Yeah, we're gonna wrap pretty soon here.
Well, they think that who shop at Whole Foods, who buy stuff on Amazon, and who ride a penny farthing, which is one of the old timey bikes, to an office once a week to work as a freelance graphic designer. And who dress like a lumberjack, even though they live 100 miles from the nearest tree in Brooklyn. They think those are the people that are going to show up and what? They aren't. It's been proven. The new audience you want doesn't spend money. They don't show up.
They will own nothing and they will be happy. They don't actually want anything because they're all pro,
They don't. Yeah, they don't spend money. They don't. They're not the collectors. They're not the people like.
Well, they collect Funkos.
They collect Funkos. Yeah. Oh, look at They buy one Funko to put on their cubicle desk.
David Morris, thank you so much for the Streamlabs. Black Sabbath are the best band from that era. Oh, they're so good.
Okay.
Oh, I was making him watch clips of what was it? Children of the Grave. We were watching a live.
I do love the Tony Iommi SG though.
Well, Tony Iommi's a god. Oh, he's great.
Listen, the whole thing is, like I said, that audience has been proven to show up. I'm like, oh, maybe they'll show up this time. They're not going to. No. They are not going to show up. That's it. The way people get into these kind of things is that they are passed down. Father to son, mother to daughter, father to daughter, mother to son, brother to brother, brother to sister.
I found it on my own because I liked something smarter. Because I just gravitated towards smarter things.
Sometimes you'll find a lot of times you'll find stuff, but a lot of times you're exposed to something like this through somebody else.
Yeah.
I was exposed to Star Trek through my brother Dino. My brother Dino would watch He actually used to watch the original series when it was on broadcast television on NBC. First episode he ever saw was Arena. And, I remember sitting, and it used to be on WPIX, Channel 11, Saturday afternoons on Saturday morning in the 70s. Saturday afternoons, Saturday morning.
Oh, the Gorn's back there. I was gonna say, there he is.
Anyways, WPIX, Channel 11, New York, used to run Star Trek reruns Saturday afternoons in the 70s. And I remember watching it when my brother did. One of my first memories of Star Trek is the episode Arena, and I just barely remember where the Gorn, where the Captain Kirk drops the photon mortar into the tube, and the guy says, "It's a little close for one of those jewels, isn't it, Captain?" And it blows him up, and it's the Gorn. I mean, that's my first memory. And the other one is like, my brother Dino saying to me when I was a little kid, this is a good episode. Scotty gets into a fight. Trouble with Tribbles.
That's a good episode, too. Tribbles are cute, though.
He said, Scotty gets into a fight.
Albatross, thank you so much for the super chat. The audience they're trying to appease either doesn't care or actively hate everyone and everything. They do. Oh, I've been telling him, I can't wait for another 60s revival because, we've got just all these people who just hate everybody and everything and are so angry and violent and want to burn everything down and be mad and resentful of everything and everyone, and they call everybody racist and istophobes and...
Saturday nights at 10 o'clock on in my area, Channel 20, Channel W, I can't remember what the call letters were. Channel 20 in my area, they used to run Star Trek the original series on Saturday nights.
I used to watch it on it's probably TBS at 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning in the 90s, the TOS, because I was watching TNG, and my first time watching Star Trek was in the theater. Actually, I saw Star Trek IV: The Voyage Home when it came out. Mm-hmm. I was in second grade or in between second grade. And I can't remember what time of year it was, but
this is getting kind of running a little long, so we can wrap here. But like I said, great. I was introduced to Star Trek as a toddler as my dad watching NBC. See, like I said, I used to play reruns. My local Fox affiliate Saturday afternoons. I mean, like I said, we were all exposed to it the same way. I mean, why? I don't understand why people. There he is. I don't understand why people think it's going to be any different. There's a tail.
There's a tail. There he goes.
He's like Jaws with the tail. I'm like, they think it's going to be different. I'm like, no, the dynamic hasn't changed. And like I said, the same thing with the Beatles. My brothers would play the Beatles. They would watch A Hard Day's Night on Channel 5 out of New York, like on Saturday afternoons, Saturday mornings, late 1 a.m. on late night television. And they were first exposed to certain bands on like Don Kirshner's rock concert and stuff like that. Like I said, you're exposed to things from other people. That's just how it works. Things are passed down, and they think, well, we don't need this audience. We're gonna go for a new audience. No, we are going to pass down certain things to other people. Like I said, I don't have any kids, but I have nieces and nephews. That nephew that I have wants to go see Ghostbusters. 5 years old. So that's how. See. So even now,
Ghostbusters.
Even now.
And go see it. It's really good. We'll have the spoiler-free one up tomorrow. I'll probably put it up at like 4 a.m. I'll get it edited tonight.
My nephew Jesse would ask me about Marvel Comics. So he loved Marvel Comics as a kid. I mean, like I said, stuff gets passed down. Like that's. I don't have kids, but I would love to take him to go see Captain. This is Captain America. I used to read his comics when I was your age. Really? Yeah. They had comic books when you were my age. Yeah, they did. So anyway. I think that's all. Like I said, cat.
Did you like Star Trek?
No, he did not like Star Trek. I can't point.
Where is he?
He's down here.
He keeps moving
he's
out
right,
of
he's
camera.
right behind you. Hold on. There he is.
There he goes. He wants you to pet him. Go pet him.
Mo Ranja.
Go pet him.
I call him.
Go pet your buddy.
Let's get a little love for the cat, everybody.
Oh, I don't even want to know what kind of bills she's gonna leave me with this cat.
So far not. His rabies vaccinations are up to date.
I think so, but she had like spent hundreds of dollars on his teeth and stuff.
Well, I think she overdid it though.
Probably. Oh.
Okay, but then he's a sweetheart though.
Well, I know he's a sweetheart. I just hope he doesn't have a whole lot of medical problems.
He's blobbing.
He says, "And blob." And blob. You can see my back. He says.
Millennia Trek. What's it say? Millennia Trek is absolutely horrible. Riker is a drug contraband pusher. Lower decks. Picard is a golem android. Oh God. Mm-hmm. British fans who'd never heard of episodes at the right playback speed had an adjustment period when they heard what really sounded like. Yeah. Yeah, because of the PAL conversion, it's sped up slightly.
Cat loaf. Are you loafing? He loafed.
When I went to London, actually, they were still playing the Next Generation primetime. That was 2010.
Yeah, it was in 2014. They were playing Voyager on Sci-Fi.
This is on the BBC. This is on BBC, whatever it was, BBC Two, I think, or whatever, BBC One, maybe. I don't know, whatever it was. He's just sitting there.
You're looking the wrong way. They're over here.
See, there he goes.
He's like, I don't care. I'm looking this way.
All right, everybody. I think I'm all.
I think we got everything off our chest. We will get this. We left the whole thing up. So if you're scared of that, we'll just have a 10-minute spoiler-free Ghostbusters for anybody who's just coming in and see a terror cat. Yes. But thank you guys so much for hanging out. Joseph Wimp says, take care. Thank you. It's getting mentally exhausting dealing with all the Rema. It is. I just laugh at him like, oh, you that's cute. You think that. You're not smart enough for it. Rema. Colin Ewan, thank you so much for the super chat. He's just so adorable. Isn't he cute?
Fat orange cat.
He is pretty cute. Are
He's
you cute?
where it's at. Don't wear no hat. He caught a bat. Fat orange cat.
He didn't catch a bat. So thank you. I think I'll leave this one up too, just so we don't have to edit it, right? I'll just leave it up too. I mean, I've got it recorded, but I'll just leave it up as is, huh?
Yeah.
Why not? I mean, it already has the watches and the views.
So I gotta take a break from watching That Thing You Do again. I gotta watch Kingsman.
Yeah, we gotta watch The Kingsman. I want to watch because I want to see the prequel in the theater. So.
Super sticker.
Oh, Wagyu, thank you so much for the super sticker. CHF3.
That's Swiss francs.
Swiss franc. Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you, Lesser Logic. Nice to stop in. No, thanks for being here. Then we're Star Trek for us. Zach Andrew. Yes, Queen, you look so beautiful today. Well, thank you. He does look kind of like Spot. Don't you? You do kind of look like Spot.
Tell him he's
he said.
Tell him he's a good cat.
He said something.
And a pretty cat.
He turned and he looked.
Mo Ranja. There he is.
Oh, he said meow. Hi.
Call him by his name, Mo Ranja. He's purring.
He's purring. You purring? Yeah. You happy? You want food?
Yeah, we're gonna.
You
feed him.
hungry? Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna feed him.
You want to get dinner?
Din Din?
You want to eat your dinner? Yeah? Yeah?
You want to try Fancy Feast?
I don't know if he doesn't need wet food. You can give him dry. You dad pat him. He wants Patsies. Yeah, Spot had more than one. Hello, Ghost 620. He is a big Garfield, so.
Garf. He's being more vocal
Spot
now.
also changed into iguana. Yeah, well, Spot's babies, the amniotic fluid, is this thing that cured them all from the de-evolution.
Yeah, it was it Keiko? It was Keiko with an amniotic fluid, remember?
Oh, yeah, that too. Well, they noticed because Spot had kittens, so that's how they noticed it. That's right. So it's Keiko's that they used. That's right.
He's purring.
Did the iguana smoke pot like in Cheech and Chong's nice dreams? No. Yes. Steven Sassato, hey guys, we're rapping.
Yeah, we're rapping.
But the cat says stuff. Yeah, you saying something? Dude, does he need a channel? Do we have time for a channel for him?
Mo.
You hungry? You want dinner? Yeah. Yeah. You talking to me?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Right in the exact same, right in the place he needed to be. See that? He knows the camera's on him. He's a star. He's a star.
And if anybody does want a Let's Go Brandon diversity shirt, we've got those in the store where Fury stock saying. So thank you guys so much for hanging out. It has been fun. We're gonna wrap. We're gonna start clearing out that dumpster tomorrow.
Well, we're gonna throw
more. We already started today.
Well, we've got it for 2 weeks.
Oh, but yeah. We're gonna be filling it for 2 weeks. It doesn't even feel like we did a dent in there, did we?
Well, like I said, the bed and the mattresses took.
Yeah, that took up the bag. So
that takes a lot of room.
All right, I'm not plotting nothing. He's just staring. Look at him. You're on camera. Yeah, you want to say something? Me. She's talking to you. He's talking. Meow.
He's got to be fed.
All right. So thank you guys so much. Go watch Creepy Little Book. Is Creepy Little Book on?
I don't know.
Yeah, he was just chilling. There's a cute cat. All right, let's see if Creepy Little Book. If he is, go raid.
Who's go back to Twitter a second? Somebody go back to Twitter a second. I saw bad news. Somebody died. Rock legend. Somebody, Mick Taylor.
I don't see it.
Keep going. I'll find it.
I don't know. Well, I was gonna go and look and see if Creepy Little Book was on. So. Yes, 11:30. He's going live. So.
Okay, so everybody
Joan of Arc. He's talking about.
Oh, okay, that's interesting.
That Arc chick.
Led the French to victory in Battle of Orleans and was burned at the stake a year later. Yeah, way to go. That's gratitude for you.
Well, she was crazy. To be fair, she was crazy. So go for raid Creepy Little Book.
Yeah, go.
Duty scoops. Do you need duty scoops?
You need some duty scoops.
All right. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. It has been fun.
When kitty poops, go out and get duty scoops.
I don't have the thing. I want to play with... we gotta edit that video, but I want to play some Terraria. They got an update, so I don't know if I'll do some streaming over on Twitch at some point, or we're probably going to do some sort of video tomorrow, some sort of stream tomorrow. Not sure what, maybe a game stream just to unwind tomorrow night, so...
Well, it's Friday, so
Friday.
Not a whole lot you can do.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot.
Everybody's paying attention to the trial.
Yeah, everyone's paying attention to the trial, except for me, who've... got real life stuff to do, so
it, but I'm not the way some people are.
I'm not watching it because, what am I gonna? What am I doing? I'm not a politics channel. At least I try not to be.
I do have a politics channel, but there's nothing on it.
The cat's like, we'll just rename it an Naranja channel. Orange Cat channel.
This is not a green screen. So.
Quitting weed because a probation drug test sucks. Never go to prison. Absolutely.
Even though it does look like a green screen. Look.
Mick Rock died. He was a music photographer. Huh?
Mick Rock?
It looks like a green screen.
Yeah, this kind of looks like a green screen, see? There he goes. He's getting up.
Oh, he's getting up.
He's rubbing against me. Love you. Love rubbing against the chair. Love you too.
No, he's just marking it. He's wiping his saliva on it. All right. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. We will see you on the next video. Live stream or cattail. Bye.
Bye.